Hello, I am Molly Aslin, and I wanted to take a few minutes to explain my personal testimony to the 2B Mindset program and really what it did for me. So, a little background on kind of my health and fitness journey and who I am when it comes to my health and fitness, just so you guys know where I've been in the past 5 or so years. So, I am someone who has always been very active. You know, the fitness part has really never been a struggle for me. I'm always active. I'm always doing some type of workout, and I've always kind of had that part down pat. But in the past, my nutrition, I've just had a lot of highs and lows. I've had times where I, was sticking to something like perfectly, and I've had times where I was like really opposed and anti that, and like, I don't want to follow something right now. I just want to live life. And I think those highs and lows have stemmed because of my disordered eating back 5-10 years ago. So during college, I went through a period of time where I was over exercising, not eating nearly enough calories to sustain that exercise, and really in my head screwed up about body image and what healthy looked like and what I should be doing every day, and treating exercise as a punishment instead of the beautiful gift that it is, and just really wasn't happy with myself. And what happened is my family got worried, right? My friends got worried, and the scale, specifically the scale, became this point of contention. The doctors had told my parents, like, make sure she gets up to this weight and make sure you're weighing her and tracking that. And so whenever I would go home from college, I would have to get on the scale. And I just started to associate the scale with these really icky feelings and like this kind of disagreement between what I thought it should say and what my parents felt it should say. And I hated it. It was like this thing that I just didn't even want in my life. So for the longest time, I've had a really poor relationship with the scale. And because of that, I haven't had one. And I've been like, nope, not doing that. I'm just going to do my thing and live life. So then I really went through a period where, getting myself out of the disordered eating, really getting my body weight to a healthy place, but not giving a dang really what I was eating. Kind of tracking and kind of being in that calorie restriction mindset, but just really couldn't get a hold on my nutrition. And I was doing a ton of exercising, like 2 hours a day, and going, why the heck? Like, why can't I just be happy with my body size instead of being like all in, or I'm exercising, I'm trying to eat healthy, but I still feel like garbage. And it's because I wasn't eating the right things. And that was a point in my life where I wasn't weighing. It was a point in my life where I got to my heaviest, where I really, like, my pants got tight and I kind of puffed up and I just felt gross about myself. And so that is when Beachbody entered my life. That's when I did the 21-day fix program for the very first time. It's when I truly started to teach myself about clean eating and how much of each type of food I should be eating. And that was eye-opening for me. And I don't know, I lost 5 to 10 pounds. I never had a lot to weight to lose, like I said, but I felt good through that. But I did the 21-day fix, sporadically through these last few years. I've done pretty much every Beachbody program that has come out. And I've always done the eating plans probably 80%. So I've never really been truly all in on an eating plan. There's been some exceptions, like Shift Shop. I went all in on that one. I've done the 3-day refresh cleanse quite a few times. But for me to truly go all in on an eating plan has always been tough for me, because I find myself slipping back into that like mindset of, you can't have that. That's not in the plan. And then to me, that kind of goes against like what I've gotten myself out of these past few years. Or I'll get in a social setting, with family and friends who know I've had that past. And it's like, you know what, I just want to eat what everyone else is eating right now, because I've overcome that. And I know that they know that and they're supportive and everything, but I kind of don't want to track right now. I don't want to track containers. I don't want to I don't want to track calories. Like, I just don't want to think about it. So that has really been my fitness journey. And when 2B Mindset came in, I'll start by saying it was the most freeing thing for me. Super, super freeing. Because I found that you can eat whatever the heck you want to eat. And you know, Ilana, the registered dietitian behind it, yes, she gives structure and she gives guidance, but not like so many of the things that maybe we've been trained on before, where it's very regimented and very like, well, I got off track today, I kind of failed today. There's no failure. There's really not. It's getting to understand food as fuel and how your body reacts to it. And of course, I can't say, you know, the whole details yet because it launches this week, but it's really understanding how food is going to affect you, and how it affects me might be different than you. And that is what I loved about it. I've always been someone to use exercise as my excuse. I used to be a very, very regimented runner. I've run several marathons. And so I've always had this mindset of, I worked out today, yeah, I can have that. I worked out hard today, sure, I can have 2 of that. And it's always been my background mindset. I worked out today, I can eat it. And as Ilana explained to me, and as you'll learn when doing this program, that is a very slippery slope mindset to be in. It doesn't matter how many times you worked out. It doesn't matter what you did for your workout. That is a troubled mindset. It's a skewed mindset, and exercise is treated as extra credit in this program, and I loved that, because for once in my 29 years of life, I wasn't using exercise as my excuse to having seconds or my excuse to having wine at night. It was like, no, you really can't use that as an excuse in this, because it's really not even part of the program. And yes, she encourages it, and I just believe in exercise, right, for endorphins and everything. But that excuse for me was now thrown out the window for the first time in my life. I loved the simplicity. So I'm not someone who likes measuring. I'm not someone who likes a lot of science and macros and, you know, learning all about food and what's in it. I don't find joy in that stuff. And so this was like, just made sense for me. And, you know, the limited structure of it was great for me, because once I learned it, and once I watched Ilana's videos, like all of you guys will, I was like, I got this. I like it. And I haven't even mastered it yet, right? But I've seen the results, and I just know that I'm going to get better at it in time. And it's not something where it's like, I screwed up today, I'm back to square one. It's like, okay, that's how today went. Let's see what I can do tomorrow. And that was an epiphany for me. I actually was in this test group while pregnant. So I'm 22 weeks pregnant right now. And so obviously I couldn't go all in 110%, but I do want to share that I still applied the concepts, because conceptually the stuff works no matter what your current situation is. And I tried it, like I did try it all in for like 3 days. I don't recommend this if you're pregnant, right? Ilana wouldn't either, but it worked. I lost like 3 to 5 pounds in 3 days while pregnant, right? And that's like not obvious. We don't obviously want to be doing that. But I'm like, okay, Molly, it works. Like, this is, you tested it, and you know, now you're going to be a little more conscious of it, right? Because you're taking care of a little human. But how cool. Like, I just thought about my postpartum journey, and I thought about the rest of my life, and I thought about, this is something that's going to work. Like, if I want to lose weight, this is going to work. And that was awesome. I just loved Ilana. I loved her. Every time I heard her videos, or I heard her in the live videos, like you guys will get to experience if you're in her office hours group, I just felt so calm and so at peace, and so just free and liberated with food. and excited about life. And I think she has a great way of teaching that no coach can really emulate, but the coach, obviously your coach can certainly help and guide you through it, but Ilana is like no other. She's, you guys are going to love her. Like, I can't wait for you to experience Ilana, because I feel like we're friends just from being in the test group with her, and I love her messaging. The concepts were transferable to my spouse. So I have a spouse who usually kind of follows what I do, just because I'm the one who usually puts food on the table at night. But I would share with him what I was learning, because it was so simple to explain, right? And you could share this with your kids because it just makes sense, and it's not a diet. Gross. But I would share it with him, and then it was funny because, the next night and in the future, he'd be like, hey, no, this is the guideline that you learned. This is what we learned, right? And I'm like, this is so cool that these concepts are sinking in for him too. More so than any other program I have ever done. I think just because they were so simple. So it's not something that's going to be completely disruptive to your family's eating. You're not going to have to make a completely separate meal for yourself every night if you're used to doing that, because this is a way your family can eat too. And just overall, you guys, I'm pregnant. I've learned the concepts while pregnant. I'm gaining some weight, right? Because I'm pregnant, in a very, very healthy way. Like, I feel more in control now than I ever have before. And that's a cool feeling, because it's not how I expected to feel while pregnant. And like I said, I just think of the future using this way of eating on my postpartum journey, and with, complemented with other Beachbody programs. And I can't wait to see what that does to my body. I can't wait to just crush my goal weight after pregnancy. I can't wait to teach my family these concepts, my future family. I'm proud of this program, and it's been really life-changing for me, and I think it will be really life-changing for you too. I hope that helps.